Welcome to our second Sunday webisode, and this is featuring the Hunkydory Cute and Cuddly. Now, to see every single piece of this kit, go to paperwishes.com and search Cute and Cuddly, and you'll see a product video where I showed you every single sheet. I'm going to show you some of this, and I'm delighted that we're going to have 4 projects to show you too. So we invite you to come play with us. Now, in the Cute and Cuddly set, what you're going to get, well, number one, it's called a large deco set. So what that means is that you're going to get 12 of these. They're each different. They're all foiled. And then you're going to get a sheet of the pieces of the art, all die cut for you, and there's foiling on that too. You're also going to get, everything matches, you're going to get another sheet of the adorable scoreable. So these are the pieces that you have for each of the designs, the 12 different designs in the kit. Okay, does that make sense? Well, if it doesn't, I'm going to keep going. Now, there's also inspiration in with the kit, so you're going to see lots of ideas. And I am delighted to tell you that my niece, Heidi Havens, hi Heidi, who lives in Wisconsin, has made projects using this kit. So, and Heidi will be joining us once a month, which is great. Now, this is using the, this is the piece, the first piece that you get, and then these are all the other bits and pieces. They're all die cut, all foiled. And then this is the adorable scoreable. So again, you get 3 things for every single design. Okay, so in this case, Heidi has made an easel card. Cute, absolutely cute. And I have to say, I've never thought of a design like this to be really perfect for a an easel card, but Heidi did. So you can see that this has got the great big oval. It's got these corners which fit perfectly right here. Now we're using our regular card bases, so this is 5 by 6.5 inches. You can see everything fits beautifully on it. And let me just walk you through what Heidi has done. So she took one of our blank cards, and these come in sets of 10, 20, 30, or 60 cards. Now there's a bump on one side and there's an indentation on the other. The bump goes to the inside of the card. No matter how kind of well, it just doesn't seem like that's going to be how it is, but trust me, checked with my printer, that's how you do paper. Bump on the inside. And then to make the easel, you're going to take the top flap and you're going to fold it to the center fold. Do not go over that. And yes, this would be so much better if I had remembered to bring my bone folder, but I didn't, so that's what we're going to have. So you have a card that will do this exactly as Heidi's does. Now, what she has done is she has taken this area of her adorable scoreable and she has covered just the top part, not clear to the fold, and then the bottom part with this part of the adorable scoreable. Now that leaves her all of this to use elsewhere, and that's a great idea. I love cutting this apart, and so did Heidi. And then we'll just go through the steps. You're going to pop these out just like so, and they just pop out very easily. If there are any nibs, you can trim them off, or you can use sandpaper or your finger, but I don't usually see too much of a problem. Now, the only trick in this card, as you probably know, is that you're going to need to glue this part only to the front flap. Okay, so if you remember that, you're good. If you forget, well, you're going to have a flat card, so you can make a gatefold card another time. And I'm going to set this down. This is kind of popping up a little bit because I didn't have the bone folder. There we go. And then what you do is go back to the die cut piece, and you're going to take the piece that has the largest amount of art, pop that out, and that's going to go on top next. So, and you're going to attach it with foam tape. Now, I haven't bothered to put foam tape on because I really just wanted to show you the process. So what's going to happen is this little guy is in the back and he's going to recede to the back. Let's see. Okay, well this is matching exactly. Okay, that's what's going to happen on the second one. So the second one, you see this is the next largest. It's larger than this little piece. This one is going to get popped up and placed on foam tape. And that little kitty that I first told you is going to recede in the background. That's going to happen with this layer. Now, you do have multiple layers on these, and they are kind of designed to be used together. You don't have to do that, but you can. So you can see that this one is missing that little guy. Well, when you foam tape this piece on, he's going to go to the background, okay? And that's what happens as you do the layers. So let's get a really close look at this. So you can see even closer. Thank you, Houston. So he's in the back, or she's in the back. This one has multiple layers, so it really springs to the front. In fact, the head is separate and the arms are separate. Same thing here, the head is separate, and you can use multiple layers. Now, if you use foam squares like this, these are the tiny ones, you can easily put these together very simply. We have foam squares like this, we have clear ones also, and then we have clear tape. So you've got lots of choices. And you don't need to cover the whole area with the foam tape. Just a couple of pieces works just perfectly. So there you can see that with this one area, you get the dimension, you get the foiling. There's even foiling, you can see it on the little kittens. So just really, really sweet. And you've got the corners. And we've got the matching piece behind it that came from the adorable Scorable. Now for the inside of the card, Heidi did just this little greeting. Thank you for being a perfect friend. And then she's added the border, which says someone special all across. And then she's added the pink and the fuchsia, excuse me, the lime and the fuchsia, or the lime and the pink border dazzles. So they're creating borders too. And this little piece is another of the cutouts. So easy to make, quick to do, but absolutely charming. Okay, let's go to another one that Heidi made and look at this. Now, in this case, we've got something else new from Hunkydory, and these are the dimensional cards. There are 5 different shapes. Every single set, in fact, let me show you one of these. This is the circle, obviously. You're going to get 10 cards that have the circle or the shape cut out of it, and you're going to get 10 of these domes. Same thing. We're going to have the bump goes in the center of the card because they're already scored for you. And you can do whatever you want and then slip this on, and you've got a very fun dimensional card. And it's going to protect your Hunkydory that you do like this. So you can see you've got this wonderful dome over the top of it. Now, envelopes are included with the dimensional cards, but they're just regular paper envelopes, so they're not boxes or anything, so that's your choice. Now, in this case, Heidi gave me a tip. She said you really want to rinse off the dome before you use it, because that will remove its ability to create static. So you won't have any little stray pieces of paper kind of collecting inside. So thank you, Heidi. Good idea. And the thing that I can show you, well, let me first show you the pieces that were used. So here is that base piece, and it's got some borders and greetings. Then here are the die cut foil pieces. So you can see that they get progressively smaller. And then there's also the adorable Scorable, which is absolutely adorable. Okay, so what Heidi has done is that she did not use the base piece on this area. Do you see? Instead, she started off with the layers, okay? So you don't see this greeting or this background. So she simply started building on a piece of cardstock. Then on the inside of her card, she used that adorable Scorable, which I think is absolutely charming right down there. Again, another border, another greeting, and of course the woman loves dazzles as much as we do. So absolutely sweet. Now, what can she do with this piece? Well, you know, there's just lots of different areas to use it. Or you might save some of the layers. And one of the things that Heidi found is that she used this metallic gold paper. Now, this is just a great product. It's lightweight. It's just gold on one side, because that's really all you need. And what Heidi did was to take her glue stick, lay the card flat, and just fill that whole space with glue, especially around this area. Then place the gold on top, taking it just to the border, then turning it over. Then I would go ahead and trim this to match the size of your card, and then go back into a self-healing cutting mat. This is what we carry, and the retractable penknife. Now, we haven't shown this in a little while, but this is a hugely helpful tool. And the deal is, it is a very fine X-Acto blade, and we're going to get even closer right now. So you can see it looks like a pen. In fact, it's called a retractable penknife. When you push on one end, you see the blade. It's very fine, and use that to go right around that edge of your card, and you're just going to be following that edge. And then you want to be sure to retract it by pushing on the button. There we go. And it will retract the blade. So it's safe and it's handy and it's really, really wonderful. So glue that down first and then use your penknife and remove it. In this case, Heidi built her little bunnies on a separate piece of paper, a separate piece of gold paper, and then slipped it on the back of her card and put another piece of cardstock back here. That way, she just felt it gave a very clean look to her card. And you can see she's got the Happy Easter up there, some little eggs, some dazzles. Also, you notice that that dazzle goes around that circle very easily, and they're really a thin line, so they'll go right around there. Just works so well. Okay, so that's another way you can use these. Now, that was the circle dimensional card. Here is an arch. Isn't that just gorgeous? And this is using the little elephants, which I find so charming. And then here are the die cut pieces, as you can see. And here is the adorable scoreable. Okay, so what did Heidi do this time? Well, she did the same thing in that she created her piece. She used the entire piece, the backing, and then did the layering on top. And you can see, may your birthday be as lovely as you are. Now, she added not only the dazzles around the edge, but some of these paper flowers. And these are what we have. They are self-adhesive, and they are paper, but they're kind of stiff. And they work really well with this dimensional card because it's going to protect them. Okay, and that looks really nice. And I've got a surprise for you on the inside. Isn't that cute? So you've got the art that coordinates all over. So on the front, of course, that's what you'd expect. You've got the dimension of the leaves and so forth, and their little trunks curling around each other. And on the inside, you've got another look at mom and baby. And for a wonderful mom, thanks for everything you do. So just really sweet. Okay, one more for you. And this little guy, here is the card that Heidi made. And you can see this shape is another one that is in the dimensional cards. As I said, there are 5 different ones. And this is a little message for someone very special. And on the inside, wait a minute. This one also has foam tape. So what Heidi has done, in fact, let me show you those pieces. So here's the full sheet. You can see it's going to match that bracket. That's kind of nice. Then here are the pieces. And then here's the inside, which she used, you can tell right there. But she added some of these layers to the inside. So all she did on the front was just not use quite as many layers. but I don't think it makes a difference. I think you can do that and let your die cuts go farther. Fun to have the mail really toppling out of that mail slot right onto our little friend. And this is just really cute. So you can really make these sheets go even further, and that's always a good idea. So it's with, let's see, a little message for someone very special, and then with love always. And again, this is popping out on the inside, so you've got plenty to do all of that. Okay, well, I hope you liked this cute and cuddly set as much as Heidi did and I do. And everything that we used is down below. Just look down below, you'll see it. And then there is a money saver. So to get the money saver, be sure to look at the webisode on paperwishes.com, and we've got a little savings for you. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Sunday.